I'd like to tell you a little bit about my pap. And there's a reason for me doing that. So, at the end of his life, he would ask repeatedly for us to read this Bible story to him. And I'm going to quickly read the Bible story to you in a minute, but I want to tell you a little bit about him first. He was a nice guy. He was a hard worker. He kept very much to himself, very much to himself. He didn't drink. He did smoke. He didn't do church. And he didn't really do God. He just lived life day after day, doing what he felt was right, living how he felt was right. He was a tough guy. He was in the Navy. He once threw a potato at a Japanese fighter plane from the deck of the boat that he was on because he was peeling potatoes. Anyways, I'll bet you all have some pretty cool stories about your grandparents. So my grandparents were larger than life to me when I was a kid. Anyways, he came to the end of his life and he would ask us to read this Bible story to him. And so I'm going to read it to you. It's real short. I was surprised at how short it was. It's about when Jesus was being crucified, actually. Again, my pap didn't have anything to do with a Bible or church all of his life. And when I say he came to the end of his life, I'm talking about those last 2 weeks. 2 other men, both criminals, were also led out with Jesus to be crucified. And this is in the New Testament in the book of Luke. And then it says, one of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him and said, "Aren't you the Christ? Save yourself and save us." And the other criminal, he yelled at that first criminal and he said, "Don't you fear God? Since we're under the same sentence, we're punished justly. We're getting what our deeds deserve, but this man hasn't done anything wrong." And then that criminal said to Jesus, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus answered him, "I tell you the truth. Today, you will be with me in paradise." Thought maybe we could talk a little bit about why my pap might want us to read that verse. At the end of such a long life, why would he want us to continually read that story to him? Anyways, let's talk about that a little bit. But today, his word for you is, all you have to do is ask him. And you'll be with him where he goes forever.